Good evening. We are in Cavalier tonight as we bring you high school boys basketball on KMAV 105.5 FM and KMAV.com. Junior varsity game just finished up here. It was Cavalier 45, Mayport CG 26. Got here early enough to catch the end of the 8th grade game, and that was Cavalier 35, Mayport CG 19. This game will determine the number 1 and number 2 seeds in the upcoming Region 2 boys basketball tournament. 1, 2, and 3 seeds get a bye and don't have to play on Tuesday, so they would play a week from Monday in the quarterfinal round at the Betty in Grand Forks. Mayport CG 15-5, Cavalier 15-5 on the year. Cavalier right now in the number 1 spot. They are 20-2 on conference points. Mayport CG 18-4 on points. The winner of this game will be the number 1 seed. The loser will be the number 2 seed. So a lot on the line here. But both teams also know, no matter what, it's going to be a tough quarterfinal round draw. You're either going to get very likely Larimore, Parker, Fordville, Lincoln, or Grafton, one of those three. We'll take a quick break here and get ready for Coach's comments after this 90-second timeout. Welcome back here to Cavaliers. We get ready for boys basketball tonight. Cavalier Tornadoes hosting the Mayport CG Patriots. And the winner will be the number 1 seed in the Region 2 boys basketball tournament. The loser will be the number 2 seed. The 3 seed will either be Hatton Northwood or Hillsborough Central Valley. Depends on the games tonight. If the 2 teams tie, which means if they both win or they both lose tonight, and they're both on paper favored to win tonight, and that means Hatton Northwood would have the tiebreaker, and Hatton Northwood would be the 3 seed and get a bye, and Hillsborough Central Valley would have to play a first-round game. Quite possibly, Hillsborough Central Valley could, they play Finley Sharon O'Page tonight. They could possibly play them again on Tuesday in a playing game. It is senior night here in Cavalier. And they've got a lot of seniors. Trent Carl, Keaton Smith, Ethan Brown, Austin Lawrence, Jackson Jensen, Taylor Morin, Quentin Karracher, and, of course, Brock Robbins. So they got plenty of seniors. Mayport CG with 5 seniors. Brady Nygaard, Alec Chandler, Connor Moore, Kristen Nelson, and Aaron Ost. Of course, they already had their senior night. They played Dakota Prairie last Saturday. We will have score updates coming up later on as we continue tonight. Jason Keating will be our man in Hillsborough following the Burros as they take on Finley Sharon Hope Page tonight. And Clyde Planton is going to help us out with some updates on scores on Hatton Northwood and Drayton Valley Edinburgh tonight. Also on the docket tonight, I believe Thompson is taking on Midway Minto, and Griggs County Central is at North Border. The only 2 teams not in action in region play tonight are Larimore and Park River Fordville Lincoln. They played last week. They moved their game. So those 2 teams are done. Larimore will be locked in at the number 9 spot. Park River Fordville Lincoln currently sits the number 7 seed, but after tonight will likely drop to 8. So Park River Fordville Lincoln and Larimore, maybe that's why they moved the game last week, so you don't have to turn around and play them back-to-back so quick. I don't know. Or it just worked out better that way. Coach's interviews are brought to you by VW Motors Incorporated in Cooperstown, and we will start off with our first interview. Visiting with Bryce Laxaw, coach of the Cavalier Tornadoes, on the pregame show. And first off, congratulations on a successful season thus far. And you have just 2 blemishes in region play, and they're both to Grafton. But you got to be pretty pleased with your ball club and how they've handled the season.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we've had a good year in the region. One of our goals was to get one of the top 3 seeds, and no matter what happens here tonight, we've accomplished that goal. And obviously, we want the number 1 seed too. So that's on the line here tonight, and hopefully we come out and play a tough game.
I guess the main thing is, you don't have to play in a playing game, so you got to feel pretty good about that. You're in the quarterfinal round.
Yeah, no, it's nice to get that automatic bye down there. you never know what happened in that game. Somebody comes out hot, hits a whole bunch of outside shots, and somebody could get hurt. You never know what's going to happen there. So we're happy to get down there. There's kind of a layoff in between the games. We had the game last week, one game this week, and then we won't have anything at all next week. So we just got to make sure that we're sharp in practices and use that time to get better, and hopefully we don't come out flat down the regionals. But it's nice to get that win, and that's what we were after, get that automatic bye, I guess.
How about the potential in the quarterfinal round? You look at the teams that are going to be there, and unless there's an upset, boy, it's going to be a really tough quarterfinal round no matter who you are.
Yeah, we're thinking Park River, Fordville, Lincoln, or Larimore if we win here tonight. And Park River's played us tough twice, and Larimore played us tough for 3.5 quarters here last week. And if we get second, if there's no upset, we're thinking Grafton, and Grafton's a team that beat us twice. So this region's so balanced, and everybody's so good, and anybody can beat anybody every night, and that's what we keep telling everybody. So no matter who it is down there, regionals, we got to come out and we got to play hard. It's going to be whoever plays the 3 best games down there. There's so many teams that can win it, so we just want to come out and play our best here at the end of the year.
What's been the key for your ball club throughout the season?
Obviously bringing Brock Robbins has been great for us. And he's always good for us. He's always I think only 4 games this year. He hasn't had a double-double, so he's always scoring. He's always rebounding. He plays great defense. But we're most successful when we can get some scoring out of some other guys. Ethan Brown's had some good games. Taylor Moran's had some good games for us. And Riley Clem's always consistent, but that 8-10 mark. But lately we've been getting some balanced scoring from somebody else, other people. Casey Christensen, Brady Moran have both stepped up and hit some shots from the outside. And we're most successful when we get some balanced scoring from a lot of different people. We can get some pressure on some people. We can just score and get some pressure defense, that sort of thing. But the balanced scoring is the biggest thing for us.
How about from MPCG? What are the concerns?
Their length is going to bother us. Johnson inside, both Chandlers, and Nygaard and Moore are both bigger guards. They don't hurt themselves. They don't turn the ball over. They get good shots every possession. They wear you down. They make you play defense. So we can't hurt ourselves. We got to get a good shot every time down. If they do turn the ball over, we got to make sure that we capitalize on and do the little things right. They're the team that if you don't do the details right and you don't do the little things, they're going to beat you in the end. And we got to make sure we do the little things right tonight.
I know they're not a very deep team. Is that something that you'll try to take advantage of? Yeah,
we're going to look to pressure. We're going to look to run. We're going to look to attack offensively. Maybe they get into foul trouble, get to their bench a little bit that way. That's something we're hoping to do is to get them a little bit of foul trouble. Look to run, to wear them out. Maybe by the fourth quarter, they'll be a little bit more tired than we are.
Tournament time just around the corner. The Super Regions kind of changed the dynamic a little bit because you have so many more games that you have to play, and it gives you less chance for non-conference. But it looks like you've got to play some decent teams with 4 wins and North Star and teams like that. So no slouches on the schedule.
No, we played a really tough schedule this year, and with our region being so balanced, one thing compared to last year we were so good, and everybody that we played, it seemed like we beat everybody by 20, 25 points. And when we got down to state, maybe that, came back to bite us a little bit, playing a couple of close games we weren't used to playing in those close situations. Now this year, every game seems like it's 3-4 points either way. And this team has gotten really used to those situations, those pressure situations, playing composed and under control, and, in those big moments at the end of games. And we've been successful more times than we haven't in those situations. I think that's going to help us here come regionals.
With it being senior night tonight, final game on the home floor, a good time to recognize the seniors as we get to tournament time.
Yeah, no, this is it's a big game for them. It's a big game for their parents, supporting them all their years growing up from 4th grade, 3rd grade, traveling teams all over the place, tournaments all over. It's good to recognize the parents for the work that they've done, and hopefully we can get one more win here for them and for the players. It's kind of crazy how fast the years go by, and these kids, I've already had these kids here for 3 years. Brock started every game for me here, so it's going to be sad to see him go. He's going to be missed, and along with all these other seniors. They have all worked so hard, and they're a great bunch of kids and a great group of parents that have really helped do a lot of things for them, supporting them through the way.
Bryce, thanks for the time. Good luck to the Tornadoes.
Thank you.
Bryce Laxa, coach of the Cavalier Tornadoes. And we will come back and talk with Kyle Morehart, coach of the MPCG Patriots, after this from VW Motors. Second guest on the pregame show is Kyle Morhart, coach of the Mayport CG Patriots. First off, congratulations getting into this position where tonight you win your number 2, or you win your number 1, you lose your number 2, but you got the bye and you're in good shape right now.
Yep, absolutely. It's played out well. We had a tough start early in the year, which we knew was quite possible with the new roles and the teams we were playing. So we've definitely 4-4, and all of a sudden we're whatever we are now, 15-5, I think, and we've really managed to put some good play together, and guys are starting to identify their roles very well, and things are clicking at the right time. So we looked at the schedule last year, and I was hoping this game meant something, and it definitely does, and it's exciting. It's you don't have a district this year, but boy, this is kind of like a district championship game in a sense, because you're playing for that higher seed going in the regional. So it's we're looking at it that way. It's kind of a tournament game for us in the sense of we want to get out and compete against they're number 1. They're the ones that have been there the last couple of years and have won that region championship. So we're the ones that have to go out and prove something tonight. They're still number 1 in my book, and I just hope we can compete tonight.
Let's go back to last week on Monday, Hillsborough Central Valley. That broke that winning streak you had. You'd won 9 in a row. Maybe that wasn't all bad. Sometimes you get that little bump in the road, and you can kind of recover from that.
Yeah, absolutely. A loss, we had 9 in a row, like I said, and it probably hurt me more than did the boys, because I got to go to school the next day, and they're in the hallway there. But reality is, they came ready to play, and we didn't, and it was time for a little bump in the road, and that's okay. It came at the right time, because we definitely didn't want to lose that one, but maybe you refocus, get some focus, and work harder in practice because of a loss, and generally you do, and then we bounce back and we went into that Grace County game, and in some respects maybe that helped us, because we were definitely focused and ready to play that night.
Is there another takeaway, and perhaps you didn't have Chadron Johnson that night, so it allows you to have a game where if a guy's missing, how can you adjust and maybe try some different things out there?
Oh, absolutely. I think it gave some other guys some more minutes, and like I said, it wasn't a positive kind of game for us. There was just a lot of stuff we struggled with, just mentally prepared and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you're right. Tristan Nelson got the start, and got to see him in that role, and then Aaron played a little bit more than he had been off the bench, and so there's some things that you look at, but and then the reality, maybe on Chadron's side, maybe he realized that, hey, I am important to this team, and for him to have that confidence, and he's been playing with confidence the last 10 games, so maybe it helped him more than it did the rest of the team in some sense. So it's a good feeling knowing that he's made a difference when he's been in there, especially the last 12 to 15 games. So he's very invaluable to us, and I think now he's starting to realize that, and starting to realize that, hey, I can make a difference out here, and that's been fun to watch him develop and grow throughout the season and from last season. So he's just continuing to get better, and he's still coachable, and he wants to do things right. So if nothing else, I'm probably holding back because I'm not coaching him as well as I should at times in the post. But overall, he's just doing a lot of nice things for us, and I'm happy with his progress.
A week ago, you played Griggs County Central at home in a big 2-point game. Grover got off to a real nice start, and you did a pretty good job in the second half on him.
Yeah, Grover, first half, what a stud. I talked to Bryce Laxell up in Grand Forks a couple weeks before that, prior to that game, and he was talking about Grover, what he had seen. He's watched him a couple times, and what he had been hearing. Maybe the best player in our region right now. And that first half, he was very indicative of that. He came out firing away, and he doesn't take a poor shot, and he just shoots at a high field goal percentage level. And and somehow the second half, I don't know what we did differently. We managed to contain him if that was possible, and that was huge for us, obviously. So it was a good game for us. A good kind of tournament atmosphere game. It was close throughout the game, and guys were able to pull away with that win. So it's defensively, guys just stepped up and played well that night. Connor Moore played his best game that night, taking the Nelson kid out of there, and then Brady probably played his best game defensively for a whole game too, because he got Engel going around, and never lets up, and I thought Brady contained him pretty well, and you can't do that very often with Engel. So I just thought defensively the team effort was outstanding all across the board.
Then you got to break up the conference schedule, get one last non-conference game in. You took on Dakota Prairie, and they're a pretty good ball club, and it looks like they're going to be one of the teams to watch there in Region 4 this year.
Oh yeah, what a turnaround they've had from last year. Huh? I mean, they really have. And then a Sand kid, that freshman, man, he's the real deal. He does a lot of nice things for him. But yeah, you're right. It was a good game for us. Non-region, nice to have a little break from the regional setting, and then it was senior night, senior day, and got the seniors. I was went in thinking I want to play these seniors the whole first quarter together, and it worked out. It was kind of nice to see, and it was a competitive game the whole first quarter, so they did a nice job. But what a great experience for them, a memory for them to play together like that, and then just went out and played some good basketball. Ian had gotten hurt the Griggs County game with that nose, and we sat him for, I think he maybe played 5 minutes, 6 minutes of basketball that night. So it's got some different guys in rotation wise, and good experience for them. So and then we came away with the win, so that's even better. So the guys are understanding where we're at in the season, and this is what we've been shooting for. And I know the seniors definitely understand where we're at. So I expect us to be focused tonight, and it should be some good basketball, hopefully.
Once again, Cavalier seem to be the team to watch for, and then they lose to Grafton twice here in the regular season, but they haven't lost to a team down south. They've had some close calls there, Hillsborough, Central Valley, Hatton, Northwood, for example, teams like that, but it just hasn't happened yet. So what do you do? How do you approach Cavalier?
You just approach them like any other team. I think, it's to convince the kids that they are like the rest of us. I mean, them losing to Grafton like that, and a lot of us from the south have beaten Grafton, so I think it gives us a little bit of confidence that we need. But, there's a lot of tradition here, and you come into the gym, for one thing, you come up to Cavalier, long trip for the guys, and knowing that Cavalier has been, their basketball community right now, football, just all around athletes that they've had up here, and tradition carries on, and, me being a part of that in high school, I remember what that was like playing for Coach Byer. I think we had a lot of wins just because of who we were. And I think Cavalier's had that the last few years. And I think, for the teams in the South, our district, old district, I think we just need to mentally prepare and realize that, we have a shot against this kind of team. And hopefully tonight we can get a chance to get that out of our system, that, believe in ourselves. But in reality, it's going to be tough. I mean, you got Brock Robbins, all-state football, basketball player. I mean, he's an all-around great athlete. He's physical, and he plays with such a level head. So it's a matter of us going out and, just if we take care of our own and somehow contain him a little bit, we have a shot. But we're going to have to rebound tonight at an extremely high clip and not give them any second chance opportunities, and then just close the gaps, not let them get in there. I'd rather see them fire away, the perimeter shots than get into the paint. So we're going to try to limit that tonight, like we've been doing all year, and then they run that pressure against us. That's going to be, that's usually what the Cavalier relies on when they need something and they get some quick points. So we're going to have to fight our way through that, and how we do that, it's just composure. We have a lot of experience. We're working on the last couple of days in practice. It's just we got to take care of that and handle the pressure, but not be in a hurry. This is just a fine line there, and I think our guys are starting to understand that with what we did this week in practice. So basically, it's not going to be an easy task, but I'm totally confident that we can do this. We can get this win tonight. But all I ask is our guys tonight is go out and play up to their level, our level, and if we play up to our level, I think we can beat anybody in our region any night. So I think that if we can do that tonight, we have a good chance.
I know the Tornadoes are a senior-laden ball club. They're going to want to wear you down. You guys aren't a very deep ball club, but you've weathered the storm here throughout the season, and it seems like you guys are in pretty good shape right now.
Yeah, I think we are. It's a matter of us. We're not very deep, but we got to stay out of foul trouble. Foul trouble has been a problem occasionally throughout the year, but we've managed to get through with some guys coming up, stepping up, and coming off the bench. Aaron and Jake Reynolds done a nice job when we've had foul trouble. It's conditioning-wise, we're okay. I think we physically we're in good shape. It's a matter of us staying out of foul trouble, so we don't have to change our rotation as much as we try to stick with our rotation that we like to do. But they're going to wear us down. They're physical. It's going to be a bang. And it's this kind of game. You expect a little come up here, physical play. I'm sure. How the officials call it will be indicated. As long as they're consistent, it doesn't really matter. It's either they're going to let us play or they're going to call it quick early, and then we have to adjust, and they have to adjust. But ultimately, you talk about athletes, muscle bound. I mean, that's what they got. They're physical. They're state champs football. So we've got to find a way to not back down from that physical play, because we have a lot of finesse players, but we're going to have to get physical tonight, and if we can match that a little bit tonight, we'll have an opportunity. Whether you're the 1 or the 2 seed, it looks like you're either going to get a Larimore, a Park River, Fort Vilancan, or a Grafton in that quarterfinal round. There's going to be no slouches in that first round, which is kind of odd when you look at the region tournament. Usually you've got one of those lopsided first round games. Absolutely, and you're exactly right. I couldn't even pick a spot that would be a nice spot for us to be in, whether it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because no matter who they are playing, whichever matchup it is, it's going to be it all comes back to the matchups in the season, how we feel comfortable with who we feel comfortable with, and what we've been doing, and we had a lot of close games this year, so we won some, but we had a lot of close games, so it's flip a coin. I don't know. But you hope that it's going to be a fun atmosphere for the players to play in, because it's going to be competitive in no district. I think the attendance will be even better than it has been, which, credit to that. It's been good, but I think it's just be one less tournament for fans to go to, so they're really going to go get some basketball that week. And then the matchups are going to be great, and for the fans' perspectives, that'll be an awesome atmosphere. And the players, this is what we play for. It's you've been working so hard. Everybody has, all the teams have, and and then playing before you get to that part of the play-ins. I mean, I'm just glad we've avoided that, because anything can happen in those play-ins, and we're fortunate where we're at.
Big game tonight to wrap up the regular season, and you have that big layoff going into tournament time because you don't have the playing game. What are the things that you do to keep the team focused and keep them kind of hungry and ready for that next game?
That's a good question, because I don't have that answer totally, but I'm definitely confident with us. We'll schedule up a little bit, maybe go early one day, go late, pick a day off, go early, late, mix up some new drills, and just make sure we stay conditioned and try to stay sharp. That's going to be the biggest challenge. I think the layoff, having a bye that first, not having to play in the play-ins, I think it's huge that we somehow find a way to stay sharp. And maybe we scrimmage a little bit with some players in the community. I don't know. It's just going to be interesting. It'll be a challenge, but also, we have a chance to catch your breath a little bit. They can go and watch the play-ins and realize we have a week to go. But we'll probably tomorrow we'll give off. We'll have a 3-day weekend, so that takes away that this week already, and then we have one full week before we play the next week. So we've had those kind of breaks before. So we've had gaps to three game weeks, and then all of a sudden we only have 1 week. We have a 7-8 day stretch, no games. So we're familiar with it. It's just bad timing, really, because you want to be playing going into that tournament. But so basically, I have no answer for you, but I'm going to try a lot of different things, and then we'll know that week if it worked.
You bet. Kyle, thanks for the time. Good luck to the Patriots.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks, Craig.
Kyle Morhart, coach of the Mayport CG boys. Coach's comments on KMAV brought to you by VW Motors Incorporated in Cooperstown. Well, with it being senior night here, they introduced the senior players for Cavalier, their parents, so looks like we're going to start maybe a little ahead of schedule. Now we've got a few minutes to work with. Cavalier just coming back onto the floor. Mayport CG still shooting baskets as they have been for a while. Cavalier pep band up on the stage tonight. Nowhere else you're going to put them. The Cavalier gym is a full house tonight. Not a huge facility. If you haven't been up here to Cavalier before, and this is the first game that I'm attending since 3 years ago, and Hatton Northwood came up here and picked up a road victory in a very, very entertaining ball game. But not much room beyond the end lines on either end. You've got probably about 2 feet of clearance from the end line to the wall on both sides. Well, you got the stage on the one end. It's definitely one of the older gyms in the area that's still being used anyway for varsity events. Cavaliers shooting around. Mayport CG has now gone down to the locker room. We'll take a break here on our pregame coverage on KMAV and have more in 2 minutes. Fans are up on their feet here at Cavalier. I know back last summer when we were putting our schedule together back in, seemed to me it was late June or early July, whenever it was, Dan and myself had looked at this as being a game to circle on the schedule and thought, you never know, this could come down to determine the number 1 seed, and wouldn't you know it, that is exactly what's going to happen tonight. The winner will be the number 1 seed, and the loser will be the number 2 seed in the Region 2 boys basketball tournament. Both teams can say that all of their losses in region play were 1-point matchups. Mayport CG lost to Hillsborough Central Valley both times and lost to Hatton Northwood in both of their matchups. And Cavaliers' 2 losses in the region both came at the hands of Grafton. After 1 quarter of play, Hatton Northwood leads Drayton Valley Edinburgh 12-11, so a close one there, as Hatton Northwood has the lead after a quarter. Now again, should Hatton Northwood and Hillsboro Central Valley tie, if they both win or they both lose, they would be tied. And then it comes down to the tiebreaker. Assuming that the Thunder and the Burros both win, Hillsboro Central Valley is going to be the 4 seed and Hatton Northwood the 3 seed. But of course, they got to play the games tonight. We'll see what happens. Nobody's sitting right now in Cavalier.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to take time to say thanks to all fans.
See if we're going to have the national anthem first or the lineups.
Thank you to the Cavalier Public School for letting me announce this here. During a great season, let's play ball. Good evening, Cavalier.
It looks like we are going to have the lineups first off here. So let's set those for you. It is senior night for Cavaliers, so they are going with an all-senior lineup. And the PA is hot tonight in Cavalier. They got that thing cranked up. Not a big gym. Lineups are brought to you by the Goose River Bank of Mayville, Hillsboro, and Hatton. Visitors on the scoreboard are the Mayport CG Patriots. They're 15-5, 10-4 in the region, 18-4 on region points. The guards are Brady Nygaard. He is a 6'1 senior, along with Connor Moore, a 5'11 senior. The center is Chadwin Johnson, a 6'7 junior. Forwards are Alec Chandler, a 6'3 senior, and Ian Chandler, a 6'2 sophomore. Patriots are coached by Kyle Morehart and assisted by Alex Berry. We'll set the lineup for the Tornadoes after this from the Goose River Bank. And for the home team, the Cavalier Tornadoes, 15-5 on the year. They are 14-2 in the region, 20-2 on points. The guards are Trent Carl, a 5'8 senior, and Keaton Smith, a 5'8 senior. At center is Ethan Brown, a 6'4 senior. Forwards are Brock Robbins, a 6'3 senior, and Taylor Morin, a 6'3 senior. Tornadoes are coached by Bryce Laxdal and assisted by Jerry Trenbeck.
Number 15, Brock Robbins.
Lineups are brought to you by the Goose River Bank of Mayville, Hillsboro, and Hatton.
At center, 6'3 senior.
Referees are Roger Mertens, Rod Peterson, and Kevin Danley. Cavalier in the home white with the orange and black trim. Mayport CG in the road red with the navy blue and white trim.
5'8 senior, number 10, Keating Smith. Head coach for Tornado, Rex Laxdal. Assistant, Jerry Kerman. Ray Laxdal, now forward.
Packed house tonight. You got people standing by all the entrances trying to lean up on the wall or find some place to be able to catch some of the game tonight.
Remove all hats and put your hand over your heart.
We're in the national anthem. We'll come back. Get ready for the opening tip in 2 minutes. Brown and Johnson a tip. Brown wins the tip, but the Tornadoes lose the ball out of bounds. Patriots will inbound near the half line. Ball inbounded to Connor Moore. Gives the basketball to Ian Chandler. Want to go out top. Get a foul here on Brown. He fouls Alec Chandler. First foul on Ethan Brown. Ethan Brown must have broke his nose at some point. He's got the face mask on. Ball inbounded. Ian Chandler left side out top. Moore thought about a shot. Dribbles in. 12-footer on the way. Off the front iron. And we get a foul on the rebound here on the Patriots. This will be on Alec Chandler, his first. 16 seconds into the contest. No score. Tornadoes will inbound. Ball's bounced in for Carl. Patriots spread it out here. Pass right side, back to Carl. Goes cross court for Smith. Robbins in the corner. Cross court pass. They'll find Brown on the baseline. Shot's good. 2-0 Cavalier. Connor Moore with the basketball for the Patriots. Gets it front court, gets the pass away for Nygaard. In the corner, Alec Chandler. Cavalier man-to-man defense. Moore inside. Johnson put it up too hard off the glass. Rebound, Brock Robbins. Robbins up the left side of the floor, and he stepped out of bounds along the sideline there. Turnover on Cavalier. 7:01 to go first quarter. Ball inbounded to Brady Nygaard. Gives the basketball to Connor Moore. Moore takes his time, gets the ball across. Screen set up by Alec Chandler. Moore on the baseline, in trouble. Bounce pass Johnson from the free throw line. It rolls off. Alec Chandler tips it out, but it's run down for the rebound by Trent Carl for Cavalier. Carl across the half line. Patriots spread it out here. Looks like a 1-3-1. Pass back to Carl. Left corner, Robbins. Carl takes a pass in. Finds Smith deep on the right wing. Gets it to Brown in the corner. Back out. Smith, left side 12 to shoot. Three-point shot won't go for Carl. Rebound, Alec Chandler for the Patriots. Moore throws to Ian Chandler. Pulls up in the corner. 17-footer, nothing but net. Ian Chandler gets the Patriots on the board. Tied at 2, 6:05 to go in the first quarter. Patriots spread out that 1-3-1 zone. Nygaard waits for Carl to come front court. Gets the pass over to Smith. Back the other way, Carl. Quick pass. Robbins down the baseline. He'll lay it up and in. 4-2 Tornadoes. Connor Moore bring it up for the Patriots. 5:41 to go here in the first quarter. Pass right side, Ian Chandler. Dribbles through the legs, stops near the elbow, gets the pass out for Connor Moore. He'll back it off to the point. Now comes down the lane, throws it up on the run. It's good. Connor Moore's first point. Tied at 4. 5:23 to go first quarter. Long throw down low. Brown catches, puts it in. If the Patriots can hold the Tornadoes to fewer baskets, it won't get as loud for me tonight. Out top it goes Ian Chandler. Alec Chandler, right corner, Nygaard. Inside Johnson, turns, fires it up, it rolls off. Rebound Robbins. Good pressure by Robbins, and then he draws a foul here on Chandler and Johnson. And that will be his first. 2 on the Patriots. Coming out is Smith. Riley Clem is in for Cavalier. He is a 5'9" junior. Tornadoes inbound. Bringing the ball up is Carl. Pass left side, Clem. Robbins in the corner. They like to put him down that left corner, it looks like so far. Robbins will pull up in the corner. Shots up, and it's good just inside the arc. 4 for Brock Robbins. 8-4 Tornadoes. Nygaard front court on the right side. Turns and hands the basketball to Connor Moore. 4.5 to play first quarter. Moore pulls up for a 3. It's too long. Ball's tipped out. Rebound. It'll be Brown who comes up with it. They'll get it down on the baseline for Morin. And loses it out of bounds off his leg. Third turnover on the Tornadoes. 4:18 to go first quarter. Patriots will inbound. They get it into Connor Moore. Tornadoes are going to back off and let Moore bring the ball up. Get it over to Alec Chandler. Nygaard. Ian Chandler left side. Down the paint. As he went to pass it off, Alec Chandler's called for a travel. I'm not sure on that. I don't think he was sure either. He laid it in, but no basket. First turnover on Mayport CJ. Halfway through the first quarter. 8-4 Tornadoes. Clem left side. Pass too long. Robbins trying to save it. Ball is out of bounds. And they're going to say the Patriots touched it. So it'll be Robbins inbounding. Throws it into Brown, gives it back in the corner. Robbins throws it down low. Morin at the low block, gives the ball to Brown, back to Morin in the corner, backs it off, throws it back out top for Trent Carl. Shot clock at 12. High post, Brown turns. Gives the pass to Clem, dribbles his way in, pulls up for a shot left side. I think Ian Chandler got a hand on it. Alec Chandler get the rebound. Connor Moore up the floor left side. Spins left to the paint, brings it back out at the point. Assesses things here. Now passes to Alec Chandler. Over to Ian Chandler in the left corner. And we're going to get a foul away from the ball. An off-ball foul on the Patriots. It's going to go on Brady Nygaard. No signal as to what he did. I don't think it was a legal screen. I think they're just saying he shoved somebody. But again, no signal. First turnover, make that second turnover on the Patriots. Morin down in the corner, bounce pass Robbins, puts a shot in the crowd, and it's good. He was surrounded by 3 Patriots that time. Robbins has 6, 10-4 Tornadoes. 2:52 to go in the quarter. Patriots are going to call a timeout, brought to you by Viking Insurance and Realty in Naval. We're back in 30. Timeout taken by the Patriots. 2:49 to go in the first quarter. Patriots will inbound. They have 28 on the shot clock. Ball inbounded to Nygaard. Throws to Connor Moore. Back to Nygaard. Moore, left side. In the corner to Alec Chandler. High post, Ian Chandler. Dribbles once. Throws down low. Alec Chandler, high off the glass, and it'll go. First points for Alec Chandler. 10-6 Tornadoes. Boy, a high dribble there by Carl. I've been tempted to call a carry. Pass out top Moore and double pumps, drives the lane, puts it up, takes it in, and he's fouled. So Taylor Moore will be at the free throw line to shoot 1. Chance of a 3-point play. Following Ian Chandler, his first. That's 4 on the Patriots. Tornadoes by 6. 12-6 our score. 2:17 to go in the first quarter. Free throw is good. Biggest lead at 7 for Cavalier. Connor Moore dribbling the ball ahead for the Patriots. Takes his time here. Gets it front court, now trying to run by the defenders. Throws to Johnson on the baseline. Gets it out. Nygaard will pop a 3. Rolls off the rim, no good. Rebound, Ian Chandler. He'll drive underneath. Puts it in, and he's fouled. Foul is on Clem, his first. 2 on Cavalier. And to the free throw line of Ian Chandler. Chance of a 3-point play. Patriots have it back within 5. Minute 59 to go in the quarter. So Ian Chandler will shoot the free throw. It's up, and it rims off. Rebound by Brock Robbins, his third. Robbins bounces the basketball left side for Carl. Throws right side to Clem. Get it back out top. Carl backs it off near the half line, guarded by Nygaard. Shot clock at 15. Now the throw left side. Clem looking around. Out at the point it goes to Brown. Back for Carl on the wing. Cross-court pass. Clem fakes a shot. Drives the baseline underneath. Ball is deflected out by one of the Patriots. Shot clock at 4. Tornadoes will inbound. Baseline right. Ball thrown in. Moore will try a 3. Too long. Rebound Alec Chandler. He has 3 rebounds. The only Patriot with rebounds so far. Connor Moore comes front court. Stands at center circle. Still looking as Moore. Alec Chandler on the screen. Moore drives down to the corner. Half turn inside. Gets it back out. Nygaard. Alec Chandler in the corner to Moore. He'll drive in, trying to get around Moore, and throws it for Johnson at the low block. Back out Moore. Backs up. 3-pointer from the left corner. Short. Rebound Alec Chandler, his fourth. Out top, Ian Chandler open. Cleans a 3-pointer. 7 points for Ian Chandler. 13-11 Cavalier. 43 seconds to go in the first quarter. Left side, Trent Carl gets the ball in the corner for Moore and fakes the pass. Down the baseline he goes. Puts it up. Boy, he got away with the travel. Doesn't matter. Patriots get the rebound. Guess who? Alec Chandler. He has all 5 Patriot rebounds. Moore, end-to-end. Layup not good. Rebound, Chadwin Johnson will put it in, and we're tied at 13. Chadwin Johnson's first points and first rebound. 19 seconds to go first quarter. Patriots on a 7-0 run. We're tied at 13. Across the timeline comes Carl. Down to 12 seconds in the quarter. Keeps it back near half court. Throws right side for Clem. 7 seconds. Clem stops on the wing. Back out Carl. Clem down to 3. Inside Brown. He'll lean in. Lays it up and in. And there's the horn. We're at the end of 1 quarter. VW Motors scoreboard. Cavalier 15. Newport CG 13. Just after 8 o'clock, you're listening to boys basketball on KMAV, Mayville, Portland, 105.5 FM and KMAV.com. Cavalier 15, Mayport CG 13 after a quarter. Cavalier had 7 field goals, 1 of 1 at the line, 3 turnovers. Patriots 6 field goals, 1-3, 0 of 1 at the line, 2 turnovers. Couple upsets in the making, perhaps. Hatton Northwood down 24-22 to Drayton Valley Edinburgh at halftime. And Hillsborough Central Valley trails Finley Sharon Hope Page 15-11 after 1. Both games still have a lot of time left, but right now the team on paper that should be leading is trailing. Ball is knocked out of bounds. Cavalier Lindbaum just starting here in the second quarter. Carl hands the basketball off for Clem. He's trying to hand it off out top. Ball here on Connor Moore. 1 on Moore, 5 on Mayport CG. Tornadoes will inbound right side. Pass comes in for Clem. Hands the ball to Robbins out at center court. Crosses over on the dribble, throws inside. Alec Chandler takes it away. Turnover 4 on Cavalier. Alec Chandler hands to Tristan Nelson, who's in there for the Patriots. Nelson, a 6-foot senior. Alec Chandler over to Moore on the right side. Dribbles out top, and now he finds himself open. He'll shoot the 3. It's off the back rim. Johnson gets up there for the rebound. Takes the shot in for about 7. Chadron Johnson has 4. Tied at 15. 6:58 to go in the half. Pass right side. Clem. Robbins at the point. Fakes the shot. Throws it for Morin on the right wing. Gives to Brown. Left side, Carl. Brown at the high post. Back out Moore, and he'll try a 3. It's long. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Ethan Brown belongs to the Patriots. Tornadoes will bring in Casey Christensen, a 5'9 junior. Nygaard back into the Patriots. Alec Chandler get a break. Patriots will inbound. Ian Chandler will throw it in. Full court pressure here. Man-to-man by Cavalier. Nygaard, he'll run it up the floor. Now he's double-teamed. Stops left side, hands the ball to Connor Moore. He'll back it off at the point. Gives to Ian Chandler right side. Over to Nelson. Nelson dribbling out front. He'll try to drive in. Spin move. Stops down low. Back out Moore in the left corner. Nearly traveled. Moore now trying to drive his way in. Throws a shot up. Rattles around. It'll drop. 4 for Connor Moore. The Patriots have a 17-15 lead. 6:05 to go in the first half. Patriots trailed at 1 point, 13-6. Right side for Christensen. Robbins. Left corner car pass. Knocked loose. Stolen away by Kristen Nelson. Turnover 5 on the Tornadoes. Nelson throws to Moore on the right wing. Starts up the dribble there. He'll bounce it in. Robbins takes it away. Turnover 3 for the Patriots. Gives the basketball to Christensen. He'll come across the timeline. Christensen now backing off in a timeout called here by the Tornadoes. 5:35 to go first half. Patriots lead 17-15. Timeout Cavalier. It's brought to you by Viking Insurance and Realty Mayville. We'll take a 30. Timeout taken by Cavalier. Both teams have used up a 30. Tornadoes inbound. Pass to Carl. And he wanted to bounce it inside. A kick ball by one of the Patriots. Tornadoes will inbound. They have 24 on the shot clock. Carl inbound here from the baseline. Gets into Robbins. Spin move. Shots up. Off the glass. No good. Rebound Ian Chandler. Gives to Nelson. He'll run it up the floor. Nygaard in the corner. Now he's caught there in the corner. Got to find somebody. He'll bounce it out to Connor Moore. Moore brings it back to the point. Drives in, throws to Nelson on the wing. He'll pull up from 15. Shots long. Rebound Brock Robbins, his 4th. Robbins bobbled the ball a bit there, almost taken away by Moore. He'll drive in, off balance, down low. Shot didn't go. Connor Moore trying to run it down and save it. And he pretty much ends up in the lady's lap in the front row there, but he is able to save it out for Ian Chandler. Nygaard in the corner, Nelson. Bounce pass. Robbins knocks it out of bounds. Patriots will inbound, 23 to shoot. Alec Chandler will come in for the Patriots. Tristan Nelson will come out. 2-point lead for Mayport CG. 4:46 to go first half. Ball inbounded to Nygaard on the wing. Over to Moore on the left side. Guarded by Christensen. He'll back it off near half court. Pass right side, Nygaard. Cross-court throw for Alec Chandler. Moore back to Alec Chandler. Throws it the other way. Robbins tips it up. He'll take it away. He'll come down the floor. Robbins drives in, lays it up and in. Did a nice job to get around Alec Chandler and avoid a charge. Brock Robbins has 8. And it's tied at 17. Nygaard with the basketball. Moore on the left side. He'll bring it out between the circles. Moore, several crossover moves, trying to find some room. Now he'll throw it for Alec Chandler on the left side. Gets the ball back for Moore on the right wing. And we're going to foul here away from the ball. It's on Cavaliers' Riley Clem, and that's his second. Third team foul on the Tornadoes. Patriots will inbound. It'll be Ian Chandler on the baseline to throw it in. New 35 put up on the shot clock. 4:01 to go in the first half. Inbounded to Moore in the left corner. Throws it out at the point for Nygaard. Finds Ian Chandler. He'll come down the baseline, went around Robbins, but Brown is there for the block, and it's rebounded by Trent Carl. It's a nice job. Got around Robbins, but forgot about Ethan Brown there, and he's able to get an easy block. Carl hands the basketball for Clem. He'll give the ball to Christensen out at the point. Christensen hands the basketball back to Carl. Brings it to the point. Throws to Brown on the right wing. Pass. Nice read. Connor Moore at the steal, and then Robbins grabbed him. That's an intentional foul. And now Robbins says no way, but it is an intentional foul. He came around. He grabbed Connor Moore. And now Bryce Laxdal, coach, saying that's not an intentional foul, but it absolutely is. Connor Moore had a clear path to the basket there. It's one thing to bump a guy, but he went and he actually put his arms around Moore and grabbed him. So Connor Moore is going to the free throw line with the intentional foul. First foul on Robbins. That's 4 on Cavalier. So Robbins alone at the free throw line. Shots up, and it's good.
Jeff selected.
Patriots have an 18-17 lead. Moore will shoot again. Second one, good. So effectively, Moore would have had he got the basket and had the opportunity to shoot it, Cavalier gets the ball back, but instead he gets the 2 free throws, and the Patriots will keep the basketball. Ball inbounded to Alec Chandler. Bounces it to Connor Moore. Back for Alec Chandler in the corner. Back out Moore on the wing. Somebody just yelled 3 seconds. There's nobody in the lane for the Patriots. Pass out top, Alec Chandler. In the corner, Nygaard. Bounce pass. Johnson gets it out Moore. Dribbles in. 12-footer on the way. Swish. Connor Moore has 8. Patriots up 4, their biggest lead, 21-17. Patriots, remember, they were down 13-6 early on. 3 minutes to go in the half. Pass left side for Carl. Pulls up, looks for help, gets the pass out Clem. Right wing, Christensen. A spin move, brings it back out to the wing, throws it out top for Carl. They'll get it left side, Robbins. Trying to get around Connor Moore. He'll lean in from the elbow. Shot's too long. Rebound by Ian Chandler, his second. Gives the basketball to Moore. He'll come front court. Moore dribbles through the legs. Screen by Johnson. Moore caught in traffic. Back into Johnson. Moore on the wing. In the corner now for Alec Chandler. Ian Chandler at the point. He'll pull up from 18. And it's off the front iron, no good. Rebound by Brock Robbins. That's his 5th rebound. Long throw for Brown. Lost the handle and out slotted out of bounds by Alec Chandler. Ball remains with Cavalier. Back in is Morin. And also in for Cavalier is Brady Morden. So you got Morin and Morden. Morden is a 5'7" junior. Nelson back in for the Patriots. Tornadoes will inbound. 2:18 to go in the half. Robbins on the left baseline, looking to toss it in. Got to find somebody here. Throws it in, gets to Morden. On the wing, Clem. He'll back it out between the circles. Gives to Robbins on the left side. Out top, Carl. Dribbles once. Over to Morden. Bounce the basketball. We'll get it left side. Shot for 3. Won't drop. Rebound. Ball loose, and it's knocked out of bounds. Should belong to the Patriots. Carl missed the 3, and then he came in trying to get the rebound after Alec Chandler had it, then knocked it out of bounds. Patriots will inbound. Ball thrown into Nygaard. Nygaard gets it front court, pressured. by Brady Morden. Nelson, he'll come down the lane, bounce past Johnson, shot up. He got hacked by Robbins, no call, rebounded by Morden. That was a whack on the arm if I ever saw one. Robbins reverse layup, not good, got the rebound, turns and banks it in. Robbins has 10 along with 6 boards, 21-19. Patriots by 2. Spin move. Nygaard to the hook. He'll lay it in. He's fouled. Brady Nygaard's first points. They go to the line. Chance of a 3-point play. Nice spin move in the paint. Foul was on Taylor Moore in his first. That's number 5 on Cavalier. Ian Chandler will come in. Connor Moore will get a well-deserved rest here for the Patriots with 1:21 to go in the half. Nygaard at the line, shooting 1. Patriots by 4. Chance to go up by 5 for the very first time. Free throw is up, and it's in and out. Rebounded by Morin. Pass kept alive there in the corner by Clem. Gets it out for Carl. Get it for Morden. Want to go inside, foul on the Patriots. Second on Alec Chandler. 6 on Mayport CG. Tornadoes will inbound, 1:08 to go in the half. Ball bounce in. Robbins is all alone to lay it in. They forgot about Robbins that time, and perhaps it's because Connor Moore's been guarding him. He's on the bench now. No, take that back. He's back out there. He must have had a very, very brief break, if any at all. Ball knocked out of bounds, belongs to Cavalier. Turnover 5 on the Patriots. Must have been a very brief break, or maybe he didn't leave at all. I've got the Patriot bench is obstructed from my view, so might explain something. Chance for the Tornadoes to tie or take the lead. Carl throws right side. Clem back to Carl. Clem again on the wing. Fakes the pass in. Back out Carl. He'll fire up a 3. It's short. Johnson almost had the rebound. It's taken away by Robbins. He'll cast a 3 from the corner. The rim's off. Rebound by Connor Moore. Moore running down the floor in a crowd. Puts it up, and it's good. 10 for Moore, 8 1/4. Patriots by 4. 20 seconds to go before halftime. Down to 15. Out at center circle is Trent Carl. He's taking time off. Down to 9. Gives to Robbins on the wing. Out top Morin from 22. It rims off. Rebound. Clem throws it high up the glass. No good. And at the horn, Chadron Johnson pulls down a rebound for the Patriots. We're at halftime. VW Motors scoreboard. It's Mayport CG 25, Cavalier 21. We'll be back with the halftime report in 2 minutes. For at halftime, the score here in boys basketball, Mayport CG 25, Cavalier 21. Our halftime report is brought to you by Mayport Insurance and Realty. See the folks at Mayport Insurance and Realty for all types of insurance coverages, and they're also available for your real estate needs. You can check out listings on their website. Go to mayportinsurance.com. First half for Cavalier, they had 10 field goals. They were all 2-pointers. Tornadoes were 1 of 1 at the free throw line, and they turned the ball over 5 times. Mayport CG had 11 field goals. 1 was a 3 by Ian Chandler. Patriots 2 out of 4 at the free throw line. They also had 5 turnovers. Cavalier led 15-13 after 1. Mayport CG with a nice second quarter, 12-6, allowing Brock Robbins the only points in the second quarter out of Cavalier's whole team. At the half, it's Mayport CG 25, Cavalier 21. We'll bring you the individual numbers here at the half, brought to you by Mayport Insurance and Realty after this 2-minute timeout. Halftime on KMAV. Halftime report brought to you by Mayport Insurance and Realty. Mayport CG leads 25-21 over Cavalier at halftime. Individual scoring for the Patriots, they're led by Connor Moore with 10, 8 of which came in the second quarter. 7 points for Ian Chandler, which all came in the first quarter. Chadron Johnson had 4, 2 points each for Brady Nygaard and Alec Chandler. Cavalier was led by Brock Robbins, who had 12, 6 points for Ethan Brown, and 3 for Taylor Morin. Let's look at the rebounding numbers. Mayport CG in the first half, 13 rebounds unofficially. And guess what? 13 for Cavalier as well, so rebounding numbers are even. Patriots leading rebounder Alec Chandler with 6. For Cavalier, it's Brock Robbins with 7. far as fouls go, just 2 players with 2 fouls, everyone else with 1 or with none. For the Patriots, it's Alec Chandler who has 2 fouls, and for Cavalier, Riley Clem has 2. Again, the winner tonight will be the number 1 seed, and the loser will be the number 2 seed in the upcoming Region 2 boys basketball tournament. Both these teams will avoid the play-in round on Tuesday night and will not play until a week from Monday in the quarterfinal round of the Region 2 tournament in Grand Forks. We'll take a break here on the Mayport Insurance and Realty Halftime Report and bring you more in 2 minutes. 25-21, Mayport CG leads by 4 at halftime. We're in Cavalier tonight, regular season finale. Some of the other scores we have right now, I believe this is a halftime score. Hillsborough Central Valley at home tonight. They lead Finley Sharon Hope Page 37-27. Hatton Northwood at the end of 3 quarters of play was leading Drayton Valley Edinburgh 42-34. I'd imagine that late tonight or maybe early tomorrow morning we'll get our standings page on the KMAV website updated and be able to finalize things. I know they're having a meeting tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. in Larimore to make the seedings official. Patriots in Brown, they have the original 5 starters out there, Nygaard, Moore, Johnson, and the Chandlers. In the corner, Nygaard down low, taken away by Robbins. Turnover 6, Mayport CG. Robbins, Carl, Morin, Brown, and Clem are the 5 starters in the second half. Clem, the only one who didn't start the ball game, as it's senior night. Driving in Morin, off balance, shots up, rims off, and a tie-up, possession with Cavalier, as it was Ethan Brown and Ian Chandler both with their hands on the ball. So Ethan Brown with the rebound. Falling by, Brown's all alone and laid in. 8 for Brown. Patriots by 2. Ball bounced into Moore. Full court pressure. Nygaard. Ian Chandler traveled. Turnover on the Patriots. Their 7th. Tornadoes get it right back here. 7:18 to go in the third quarter. Ball thrown into Carl. At the elbow is Morin. Now thought about a shot. He'll hand it off for Robbins. Spin move. Lays it in. Robbins with 14. Tied at 25. 4th tie of the game. Looking inbound. Alec Chandler gets the ball. Nygaard double team. Throws Dean Chandler. Quick pass. Moore. He'll run it front court. Gives Dean Chandler down the lane. Lays it up. Not good. Rebound. Johnson will put it up and in. Chadron Johnson, 6 points. 4 rebounds. 27-25 Patriots. Carl across the half line. If these two teams were to meet again, it would have to be either for a championship or 3rd place in the region. It's the only way they could meet again. And so it'll be the 1 and 2 seeds. In the corner. Fake by Carl. Shot off balance. Short. Rebounded by Alec Chandler. His 7th. Stolen away. Brown will put it in. He's fouled. So Brown got the steal, laid it in. He was fouled by Alec Chandler, and that is his 3rd, and he's been the Patriots' best rebounder of the night. 8 turnovers now, the Patriots. 3 in the second half. Cavalier, no turnovers this half. Free throw up, not good by Brown. Rebound, Alec Chandler, his 8th. Tied at 27. Moore, he'll drive in. Layup's good. Tyler Moore has a dozen. Patriots by 2. Long pass to Robbins. Double team on the baseline. He'll throw it out for Carl. Gets the ball right wing. Clem down low, and it's taken away by Johnson. Turnover 6 on Cavalier. Ian Chandler to Brady Nygaard. Free throw line Johnson. Shots up off the mark. Johnson trying to run it down. Deflects it off one of the Tornadoes and picked up by Ian Chandler. Good save there by Chadron Johnson. Shows that the 6'7" Johnson can run it down with the best of them. Moore left to the paint, into Johnson, banks the shot in. 8 for Chadron Johnson, 31-27, Mayport CG. 5.5 to go in the third quarter. On top with it is Carl, over to Morin. Morin trying to drive down low, reverse layup off the mark. Alec Chandler the rebound, his 9th. Again, he has 3 fouls, so have to be careful. Moore on the left side. Throws it down low. Johnson would put it up, foul on Robbins. They found Johnson there. Connor Moore saw that Johnson was not guarded, and Robbins had to run down there. Not much he could do other than foul. That's 2 on Brock Robbins. First foul of the half on the Tornadoes. And at the free throw line is Chadwin Johnson. First shot up and off the mark. Back in Brady Morden and Casey Christensen for the Tornadoes. Aaron to get his first action for the Patriots, 6-foot senior. Free throw by Johnson is good. 32-27, largest lead at 5 for Mayport CG. Tornadoes' biggest lead tonight has been 7. Morden on the wing. Robbins at the point, gives to Christensen, back to Morden in the corner. Robbins fakes a shot, pulls up at the free throw line, guarded by Moore. Gives to Morden. Christensen, he'll try a 3, off the mark. Rebound Chadwin Johnson, his 6th. Out ahead for Connor Moore, behind the back dribble, stops on the wing, throws a 3 in Chandler. Trying to drive in, Moore knocks it out of bounds from behind. Ball remains with the Patriots, 26 to shoot, 4:41 to go in the quarter. Ian Chandler will throw it in on the baseline. Into Moore in the left corner. Brings it back out on the wing. And they'll reset here out at the point. Gives to Nygaard. Nygaard's open. He'll try a 3 in the corner. It's off the back rim. They're going to get Chadwin Johnson on over the back. Second foul on Johnson, 2 on the Patriots. Tristan Nelson to come in for Mayport CG. Tornadoes will inbound, down 5. Christensen across the half line. Hands to Morden. Robbins with the right side. Wanted to hand the ball to Christensen, and he held on to it. Gets the ball for Morin. Morin, a hand to Morden. Robbins on the wing. Thought about a shot. Shot clock at 12. They get it around to Morin. Hands to Morden. Fakes a 3, backs up, tries a 3, and it's an air ball way off the mark. Robbins, boy, the athleticism right there. He tried to save the ball. It's out of bounds, but he had 1 foot up on the stage. And let me tell you something, that stage has got to be a good 4.5 feet up. Ball inbounded. Moore got knocked down. No call. It's stolen away. They'll give it to Robbins. Drives in. Throws to Morin down low. He'll put it up. It's on the rim and it falls in. So Morin gets the bucket. He's fouled to go to the line. Connor Moore got dusted as the ball got inbounded, but no call. Ends up as the 9th Mayport CG turnover. Chance of the 3-point play. Foul on Ust, his first. 3 on the Patriots. Free throw is good. 6 points for Taylor Morin. It's both on 3-point plays. Now they're going to get a travel on Ian Chandler. That's terrible. That was an anticipation call right there. Turnover on the Patriots, number 10. 3:48 to go, third quarter. Patriots by 2. Tornadoes will inbound. Ball thrown in to Robbins out at the half line. Guarded out there by Moore. Robbins will bring it right side. Spins, leans in, banks the shot up and in. Robbins has 16, tied at 32. Nygaard down low, off of Nelson's leg, stolen away. Turnover 11 on Mayport CG. Robbins will try a 3. That's too long and an air ball out of bounds. Patriots will have it. 3:19 to go in the third quarter. Moore inbounds. Nelson double team. Moore bounce past Nygaard. Back to Moore. Nelson, he'll get it front court. Throws to Nygaard on the wing. Bounce pass taken away by Robbins. Turnover 12 on the Patriots, 7 of which have come this quarter, and the Tornadoes will call a timeout. 3:04 to go third quarter. We're tied at 32. Timeout brought to you by Viking Insurance and Realty in Mayville. We will come back in 30 seconds. Timeout called by the Tornadoes. They have 3 timeouts left. Patriots have 4 of theirs remaining. Score tied at 32, our sixth tie of the ball game. Patriots' biggest lead is 5. Tornadoes' biggest lead, 7. Morden over to Christensen. Pass knocked out of bounds by Tristan Nelson. The basketball remains here with the Tornadoes. Again to Robbins. Free throw line Brown. Morin down low. He'll put it up and in. 7 for Morin. 34-32 Tornadoes. Nygaard double team. Pass way offline. Nice save by Connor Moore. That one should have been out of bounds. Caught it back near the half line. Moore got tripped up a little bit. He'll throw it out for Nygaard. Pass inside. Robbins takes it away. He can really read those very well. 13 turnovers, Patriots. He'll go coast to coast and lay it in. Brock Robbins lays it in. Timeout, Patriots. 36-32 Cavalier. 2:23 to go third quarter. Timeout by the Patriots. Brought to you by Viking Insurance and Realty in Mayville. We'll return in 30. Both teams have now used up their 30-second timeouts and have all of their full timeouts remaining. Moore inbounds. Ian Chandler, double team back in the corner. Bounce to Moore. Trying to run the ball ahead. Throws to Alec Chandler. They do get it front court. Right side, Ian Chandler drives. Stops on the baseline. Bounce to Johnson. Back out Ian Chandler. Finds Alec Chandler down the lane. Leads in. Shot's good. Alec Chandler has 4. 36-34 Tornadoes. 2 minutes to go third quarter. Morden between the circles. Over to Christensen. One dribble back to Morden. Gives to Morin in the corner. Down the baseline he'll go. Gives to Brown as he nearly traveled. He's up in midair. Had to do something with it. Christensen a 3 and it's good. Casey Christensen with the tray. Ian Chandler's double team back court. Moore near the end line. Back to Ian Chandler. Patriots got to get the ball up here. Moore bringing the ball ahead, and what do we get here? Patriots called a timeout. Moore was about to cross the half line ahead of that 10 count, but they call a timeout here. It'll be a full timeout brought to you by Viking Insurance and Realty in Mayville. We're back in a minute. So we got a final score. Haddon North to win 61-54 over Drayton Valley Edinburgh. That should assure the Thunder the number 3 seed and an opening round bye, even if HCB wins tonight. Patriots with the ball out of the timeout. They're down 5. Connor Moore to the left elbow. Under pressure, gets the ball out to Alec Chandler. Back out to Moore. Shot clock at 11. Moore spins. He'll pull up from 17. Shot didn't go. He got knocked down. No call. Robbins a rebound. Long throw out ahead for Moore. And he fakes the 3. Gets the ball out for Clem. Carl in the corner. Christensen. Bots past Robbins' triple team to get it back out. Carl, left baseline. Moore dribbles in. He traveled. Turnover 7 on the Tornadoes. Forced out. Nelson in for the Patriots. Smith back in for the Tornadoes, and he is going to replace Robbins to give him a break. 42.8 to go third quarter. Tornadoes are up 5. Full court pressure. Ian Chandler inbounds to Moore. Moore trying to get around Smith, and Carly splits the defenders, gets the ball front court. Bots it down low. Alec Chandler. Oh, hung on the rim. It wouldn't go. He got the rebound, and he's fouled. There's his 10th rebound. Alec Chandler will be at the free throw line. That one just hung on there, and it wouldn't fall. Second foul on Taylor Morin, and that's the second foul of half on the Tornadoes. Free throw is good by Alec Chandler. 39-35, the Patriots are down 4. 31.2 to go here in the third quarter. Free throw is up, good. Patriots are within 3. Alec Chandler to the bench. Again, he has 3 fouls. They're going to bring Ust back in. Tornadoes will inbound, 31.2 to go in the quarter. Christensen will bring the ball ahead. Crosses the half line with 25 to go in the quarter. Carl on the right side, guarded by Nelson. Dribbles once, gives to Smith. Down to 15. Back to Carl near the half line. Smith, left wing for Clem, 9 seconds. Christensen spins around the wing, bounce past Carl. He'll try a three. It's good and fouled. So the three is good by Trent Carl with 3.3 to go in the quarter. He'll go to the line to shoot one. Chance at a 4-point play. Foul on Nelson, his first. 4 on the Patriots. Chance to make it a 7-point lead for the second time tonight for Cavalier. Free throw is good. Tornadoes by 7, their largest lead. Ball into Ian Chandler from half court. Not good. 3 complete VW Motors scoreboard. Cavalier 43, Mayport CG 36. Patriots have it here at the start of the fourth quarter, down 7. Ian Chandler out front. He's looking to pass inside and get a foul down low, away from the basketball. It'll be Riley Clem's third foul, and that's the third Cavalier team foul of the half. Cavaliers scored 22 in the third quarter. They had 21 in the first half. Connor Moore out front tries a three, rims off, rebound Alec Chandler down low, blocked from behind, and rebounded by Ethan Brown. Christensen will get it to Carl on the left side. Throws it for Christensen on the right wing. Brown back out, Casey Christensen. Finds Clem in the corner, pass thrown away by Nygaard. Turnover 8 on Cavalier. Nygaard, free throw line Johnson. Throws it out to Moore. Drives in, kicks out left corner. Ian Chandler out top Nygaard to Alec Chandler in the corner. Gives to Moore. Spins in the paint, and it's called a travel when he's dribbling the basketball. That was horrible. Connor Moore just had, looked like his eyes popped out of his head like he couldn't believe it, and he looked over the bench. He did a spin move and kept dribbling the whole time, and because he ran into somebody, they call it travel. He never stopped dribbling the basketball. Unbelievable. It's 14 turnovers on the Patriots, and they're not all their own. Let's just say that. Christensen on the right side. He'll back it off. Throws out at the point for Morin. Gives it back to Christensen. Brown. Christensen. 3 on the way. Too long. Brown will get the offensive board. We'll get it out to Robbins. 6.5 to go. Long pass. Morin down low. Reverse layup. Not good. Brown the putback. Not good. Rebound Ian Chandler for the Patriots. Connor Moore weaving through traffic. Throws to Nygaard. Pass down low. Loose ball. Picked up by Morin. Turnover 15 on the Patriots. Turnovers were even 5 apiece in the first half. Right now, 15 for the Patriots, 8 for the Tornadoes. Tornadoes by 7, 6:03 to play. Christensen on the right side. Long pass to Carl on the left wing. Backs it near the half line. Carl looking around. Keeps it back near half court on the left side. Now throws to Robbins in the corner. Christensen will try a three. It's off the front lip. Rebound Ian Chandler, and they'll run it down the floor. Dumps it down low, but it's knocked out of bounds by Christensen. Nelson will come in. Nygaard out to the Patriots. Brady Morton is back in for the Tornadoes, and also a new face here. Cody Walton, the 6'2 junior, will come in for Cavalier. Patriots will inbound Ian Chandler on the baseline. Long toss out to Connor Moore. Gives to Alec Chandler. Want to go down low for Johnson, following Robbins. Third on Brock Robbins. Fourth of the half on the Tornadoes. Ian Chandler will throw it in. Ball knocked loose. Walton was out of bounds with it. Almost had the steal. Patriots will try to inbound it again on the right baseline. Ian Chandler still looking around, gets it in for Nelson. He'll shoot in the corner. It's good. Just inside the arc. Tristan Nelson's first points, 43-38 Tornadoes. 5.5 minutes to play. Winner will be the 1 seed, loser will be the 2 seed in the Region 2 tournament. Carl front court. Morden, Brown dropped it, picked it up. Morden, left corner Robbins, cross court to Carl. Walton, cross court the other way. Morden a 3. That's off the mark. Rebound Chadron Johnson for the Patriots. Nelson, long throw, Alec Chandler. Pass off the hand of Johnson and stolen away. Turnover 16 on the Patriots. Not sure if that pass is intended for him or not. Just kind of turned and glanced off his hand. High post, Brown gets it out. Ball knocked loose, stolen away by the Patriots. Ian Chandler is the one who knocked it free, and now he's run into it. We get a foul here on the Tornadoes. See who it's on. They'll call this against Brady Morden, his first. 5 on the Tornadoes. Morden will come out. Christensen back in for Cavalier. Patriots are down 5. They'll inbound underneath their own basket. 4:43 to play. Ian Chandler looking. Long throw. Nelson's going to have to run it down in the backcourt. Brings it across. Nelson on the left side gives the ball to Alec Chandler. Finds Ian Chandler at the point. Over to Nelson on the wing. Over to Connor Moore. In the corner, Ian Chandler a 3. Too long on the shot. Rebound and a foul on Alec Chandler. It's his 4th. Team foul 5 on Mayport CG. He's been in foul trouble a good chunk of the game. He's led the Patriots in rebounding tonight. I have him for 11. Also has 6 points. Patriots are outscored 22-11 in the third quarter. They led 25-21 at halftime. Trailed 43-36 at the start of the fourth, and it's a 2-0 fourth quarter right now for the Patriots, where they trail by 5. Christensen on the right side. Throws it left wing. Robbins dribbling the ball. Bounce pass Christensen. Goes to Robbins on the wing. Down to 12 on the shot clock. Christensen, Brown on the baseline. Shot off the mark. Rebound. Moore just got shoved. How did the referee not see it? It was right in front of his face. Unbelievable. Tornado player trying to get the rebound. I think it was Clem. And he saw that Moore was about to come up with it, and he shoved him right into the stands. Moore front court with the basketball for the Patriots. Drives in, shot, blocked from behind, loose ball. Robbins will get the rebound. Bounce pass, Christensen. Robbins, 3.5 to play. Patriots down 5. Bounce pass, Morin on the baseline. And a timeout by the Tornadoes. Brought to you by Viking Insurance and Realty in Mayville. We're back in 1 minute. Tornadoes will inbound, 20 to shoot. They took the timeout. Christensen's wide open and drains a 3. They lost Casey Christensen, and they inbounded it to him and drains a 3-pointer. Pass out ahead, Nelson. Patriots are down 8. Ball knocked loose by Robbins. He'll get the steal. Robbins down the floor. He'll lay it up and in. And a timeout by the Patriots. They're suddenly down 10. Brought to you by Viking Insurance and Realty in Mayville. Back in a minute. Patriots inbound. Moore under pressure. Over to Ian Chandler. Back to Moore. Got to get it front court. He does with 2 seconds to spare. Long pass. Robbins knocks it away. Gets the steal. You can't throw anything even slightly off speed or he's going to get it. Patriots have 18 turnovers. They had 5 in the first half. Christensen out top. He'll try another 3. This one rims off. And get a foul on the rebound. Sonny and Chandler. Patriots had that foul to give. Second foul, Ian Chandler. 2:35 to go. Cavalier is their biggest lead of the night. They're up 10, 48-38. Clem will inbound on the baseline. Underneath, Brown easily puts it in. Brown has 12. Patriots again under pressure. Full court pressure here. Ian Chandler down low. Nelson put it up. Didn't go. They don't call fouls on Cavalier apparently. You get a foul now on the Patriots after the rebound. on Nelson. His second, team 7. Alec Chandler back in with the Patriots. He has 4 fouls. Trent Carl's in for the Tornadoes. 2:19 to go. Tornadoes are up a dozen. Riley Clem at the line. Free throw off the back rim. Rebounded by Nygaard. Pass inside Johnson. He'll bank the shot up and in. Chadron Johnson has 11. 50-40. Patriots trail. Bounce pass. Looking around is Robbins. Minute 51 to go. Robbins will hand the ball to Carl. Out top with it is Clem. Moore trying to get the steal. They're going to call him for a foul. His second. 8 on the Patriots. Clem is at the line again. 1 in the bonus here. Minute 45 to go. Tornadoes up 50-40. Bounces the ball a couple times. Eyes the basket. Free throws up. It's good. 51-40 Tornadoes. Big second half for Cavalier. Second shot's good. Back to a 12-point Tornadoes lead. Ball bounced into Moore. Runs it into the front court. He's going to go all the way up himself. The reverse layup's good. Timeout Patriots. That is their last timeout. Minute 38 to go. Tornadoes by 10. Timeout by the Patriots. It's brought to you by Viking Insurance and Realty Mayville. Timeout was taken by the Patriots. They're out of timeouts. Minute 38 to go. Patriots are down 10. Other scores tonight: Hatton Northwood over Drayton Valley Edinburgh 61-54. And about half of the fourth quarter to go. HCB way up on the Finley Cherno page 61-36. Full court pressure here. Ball into Robbins. He's fouled by Ian Chandler. Robbins will be at the line for the first time tonight. He has 20 points on 10 field goals. He'll shoot 1 in the bonus. Third foul on Ian Chandler, and that's number 9 on the Patriots. Robbins shoots and makes it. He caught enough of the iron and it rolled in. Nelson will come in. Ian Chandler out for... Nope, now Alec Chandler come out from Mayport CG. He's the one with 4 fouls. Robbins' second shot up. Good. Again, a 12-point lead for the Tornadoes. Minute 36 to go. Full court pressure. Ball inbounded. Connor Moore gets it front court. Tried to throw it inside. Ball knocked loose. Johnson picks it up. Nygaard in the corner. Down low Johnson would put it up. And they're going to call a foul beforehand. He had the bucket wide open. Made it, and it won't count because they'll call a foul beforehand on Cavalier. 1 on Carl, 6 on the Tornadoes. Ball into Johnson from the elbow. Shot rolls off. Rebound Robbins. Robbins a double-double tonight. Tried to throw it up the floor. Foul here on the Patriots to send Robbins to the line. 4 on Ian Chandler. That's 10 on Mayport CG. .22 points, 11 boards for Brock Robbins. He'll get 2 here. Free throw is good. 55-42, largest lead of the night for the Tornadoes. Minute 14 to go. Second one is short. Johnson will get the rebound. It's his 8th. Nygaard at the half line. Bounce pass for Ian Chandler. Gives to Moore. Backs up, shoots the 3. Brown blocked it. Rebound Johnson. Moore driving in. Bounce to Johnson. Loose ball stolen by Robbins. Turnover 19 on the Patriots. They'll get a foul. So Robbins will be at the line again. Connor Moore's third foul. And that is number 11 on the Patriots. It's at least 4 blocked shots for Brown tonight. Free throw not good by Robbins. 54.9 to go. Cavalier comfortably up by 13. And now they're up 14. Ian Chandler running up the floor. Stops on the wing. Cross-court pass to Tristan Nelson. Bounce to Moore. Dribbles into the corner. Now drives the baseline. Put it up and he's fouled. He got hit hard that time. Pops right back up off the floor. Foul on Brown is second. 7 on Cavalier. Connor Moore at the line. 40 seconds to go. Tornadoes are up 14. It's 56-42. Free throw is good by Connor Moore. 10 in the first half, now 5 in the second half for Connor Moore. Second one is good. 16 on the night. 56-44 Tornadoes. Patriots are now going to back off a bit and not commit the foul, it looks like. They'll let Robbins come front court. They realize they're down a dozen here, not a lot of time left. Tornadoes are going to call a timeout, bring in some subs. Brought to you by Viking Insurance and Realty Mabel. We'll take a 30. See, new faces are the Patriots. Thomas McClenahan, a 5'10 junior. Jacob Reynolds, a 6'2 junior, are both in. And Cavalier comes out with Robbins, Smith. They're both out there. Some new players. Austin Lawrence. Jaden Freet. And can't catch the third guy. He's got to turn so I can see his number. Britton Karracher. 3-point shot here is off the mark by Lawrence. Rebound Karracher. And he threw it out of bounds. He thought one of the bench players was his teammate in the game. He's just laughing about it now. Robbins will now come out, get the round of applause. They'll bring in Andy Rintala, a freshman at 5'9". 18 seconds to go. Patriots have it. Reynolds out front. Bush down low. McClenahan, layup not good. Ball knocked around, falling down. Reynolds put it up, not good. Rebound Nelson, shot up from the free throw line, not good. That's it. Final score, VW Motors Incorporated Cooperstown scoreboard. It's Cavalier 56, Mayport CG 44. We're back in 2 minutes. Final score tonight in boys basketball, it's Cavalier over Mayport CG 56-44. Game summaries brought to you by the Goose River Bank of Mayville, Hillsborough, and Hatton. For the Cavalier Tornadoes tonight, they had 22 field goals, 3 3-pointers, 2 for Casey Christensen, and 1 for Trent Carl. Tornadoes were 9 out of 13 at the free throw line. They turned the ball over 10 times. Mayport CG had 18 field goals. 1 was a 3. That was by Ian Chandler. The Patriots at the free throw line, 7 of 10. They had just 5 turnovers in the first half, but the second half really killed them. They finished the game with a total of 19. Cavalier led 15-13 after 1. Nice second quarter for the Patriots as they held the Cavalier Tornadoes just 6 points in the second quarter, all by Brock Robbins. The rest of the team was shut out in the second. It was a 12-6 quarter for Mayport CG, and that made it 25-21 Patriots at halftime. But Cavalier came out with a big third quarter, 22-11. As the Tornadoes scored 1 more point in the third quarter than they had in the entire first half. Tornadoes then led 43-36 after 3. 13-8 Tornadoes in the fourth to win it. Cavalier 56, Mayport CG 44. With the win, Cavalier will end the season, the regular season, with a 16-5 mark. 15-2 in region play, 22-2 on region points. The Tornadoes are the number 1 seed in the upcoming Region 2 boys basketball tournament. Mayport CG with the loss ends the regular season at 15-6, 10-5 in the region, 18-6 on points. The Patriots will be the number 2 seed. We'll bring you the individual numbers after this in the Goose River Bank. Individually tonight for the Cavalier Tornadoes, they were led by Brock Robbins, who had a game-high 24. He actually did double-double tonight, 24 points, 11 rebounds. The other player in double figures for the Tornadoes tonight was Ethan Brown. He finished with 12 points, 8 for Taylor Morin, 6 points for Casey Christensen. Trent Carl had 4, and Riley Clem with 2. Mayport CG was led tonight by Connor Moore, who had a team-high 16, 11 for Chadron Johnson. Johnson a rebound shy of a double-double tonight by my numbers. 7 points for Ian Chandler. 6 tonight for Alec Chandler. 2 points each for Brady Nygaard and Tristan Nelson. Patriots out-rebounded the Tornadoes 29-22. Alec Chandler had 11 rebounds to lead the Patriots, followed by Chadron Johnson with 9. Cavaliers leading rebounder Brock Robbins with 11, followed by Ethan Brown with 5. Ethan Brown also had 4 blocked shots at the minimum. He might have had 5 blocked shots in this one. Patriots out-rebounded the Tornadoes, but turnovers killed the Patriots in the second half. Cavalier turned on that full-court man-to-man press for much of the second half, and it was effective. So Cavalier wins it tonight, 56-44 on their home court. Cavalier will be the number 1 seed. Mayport CG be the number 2 seed in the region tournament. If these two teams were to meet again, it would be on the final night of the tournament, either for the championship or for third place. But, of course, both teams have to get to that point first. They'll both be... We're back here on the postgame report. Didn't mean to take a break there, but lost power for a second. Mentioned that Cavalier would be the number 1 seed, Mayport CG the number 2 seed. Both teams have a bye into the quarterfinal round of the Region 2 tournament. So neither team will play again until a week from Monday. And then that third team, it would appear, of course, the official pairings will come out tomorrow, but it would appear that on the tiebreaker, Hatton Northwood should get the number 3 seed and also have a bye and not have to play on Tuesday in the play-in round. It's time now for our Play of the Game selections, brought to you by Mayville State University. Is Mayville State University right for you? Go to www.mayvillestate.edu/yesu to find out more. Cavalier goes Brock Robbins at 24 points, 11 boards, and along with Ethan Brown, 12 points, 5 boards, 4 blocked shots. And I go with Casey Christensen, had 2 big threes in the second half, finished with 6 points, but they brought him in key situations, and he took care of business. For Mayport CG, Connor Moore, he had a team-high 16 points, also had a couple of rebounds. Chadron Johnson had 11 points and 9 rebounds. And I'll go with Alec Chandler. He got in some foul trouble. Didn't play maybe as much as they wanted him to, but still finished with 6 points and 11 rebounds. So a trifecta for both teams tonight, our Play of the Game selections. So Cavalier wins it 56-44 over Mayport CG tonight. Other boys scores we had. Hatton Northwood over Drayton Valley Edinburgh 61-54. Late in the game, HCV was way up on Finley Chernow Page. Don't have a final there, but it looks like Hillsborough Central Valley has the win in that game. Region girls basketball tournaments are wrapping up tonight around the state in 7 of the 8 regions. The only region where it doesn't finish tonight is our region, here in Region 2. We finish off tomorrow night. Just want to look at some of the scores quickly and see if I could find some finals. Looks like Trinity out of Region 7 will move on to the state tournament. The Trinity girls won 60-53 over Hazen. In Region 4 tonight, Lakota Edmore over North Star, 67-52. Fallon Freege, the star player for Lakota Edmore, scored 47 of the team's 67 in the win. Region 6 title on the girls' side, Bishop Ryan 65, Rugby 34. Region 5, Shiloh Christian over Garrison 59-45. So Garrison ends here with just 2 losses. I did not see a final score on Region 1, but Kindred led after 3 quarters over Fairmount Campbell Tinta by 8. And what else do we have here? Lemoore Litchfield Marion beat Carrington 52-28. Lemoore Litchfield Marion hit 12 threes on the night. And they win in Region 3. And that is about all I see. Watford City had just a 7-point lead on Partial at halftime in Region 8. Well, we'll know all the finals tomorrow night when we bring you the Region 2 coverage. We'll wrap up Region 2 girls basketball play tomorrow on KMAV, pregame 5:40. Tip-off on the third-place game at about 6 o'clock as Hillsborough Central Valley takes on Grafton. And then for the Region 2 title tomorrow night, it's Thompson and Park River Fordville Lankin. Dan Keating and myself will be up in Grafton tomorrow night to bring you the play-by-play. That will do it for tonight. Hope you enjoyed our coverage. Patriots put up a real good fight here in Cavalier, but the Tornadoes prevail 56-44. Cavalier will have the number 1 seed. Patriots will be the number 2 seed in the Region 2 boys basketball tournament. As always, we ask you to patronize our sponsors, or at the very least stop in and thank them. They're the ones who make these sports broadcasts possible. Please do remember to stop and thank our sponsors for helping bring you today's broadcast. The big guy, Dan Keating, our engineer, back at the KMAV studios tonight. We got to let him sit on that side of things every once in a while just to just keep him honest, right? Tornadoes by a dozen over the Patriots tonight, 56-44 from Cavalier for KMAV Sports. I'm Craig Keating. Good night.